I would like to welcome all of you to our today's leadership series. Okay, this is nothing to do with our academic part. Today's discussion is for all of you to improve your ability to become an effective leader. Okay, and the topic, it's all about, I think, something very new for most of you. It is all about, virtual leadership or e-leadership. Maritis, you follow? Binodini, you follow? So the topic is virtual leadership during the post-COVID-19 world. Now, before I start my discussion today, I would like to ask a question. And today I'll allow all of you to speak in the chat box. So I will put it for everyone. Chat box, it will be for everyone. So all of you can put your answer in the chat box. So can all of you write hi in the chat box first, so that I can check that you can have the access of our chat box already. Can all of you write down hi, hello, good day, good evening, or good afternoon? Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, good. Very good. Okay, fine. Meaning to say you have the access of our chat box. Oh, you are from Bhutan, and good morning. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Okay, thank you. I'm at work. If you are at work, it's okay. You can switch off your camera. No problem. Fine. Okay. I have a very quick question to all of you. Okay. Is there anyone during the COVID pandemic time that you lost your job? Anyone during the COVID-19 pandemic, you lost your job? If you lost, please write down yes, 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 yes. If you never have any negative impact from the COVID pandemic, you can write down no in the chat box. I want to see yes, no, yes, no. No need to explain a lot. Just if you lost your job during the pandemic time, yes. If you never have any problem with your job during your pandemic time, you can write down no. Okay, so I have 100+ messages in my chat box from my two devices. So I can see 70% of your response is yes, 30% of your response is no. And also someone said that still you have the job, but got a lot of negative impact. I also got a lot of negative impact. I did not lose my job. I had the job, but got a lot of negative impact. Fine, very good. Now, second question. Is there anyone since pandemic time that some of you had opportunity to work from home? Anyone? If you have any experience of working from home, what you can do, you can type 1. You just put 1. No need to explain anything. Just type 1 so that I can understand how many of you have had experience to work from home. Anyone? Wow, a lot, a lot. Okay, good, very good. Now come to the point. So the topic that I have for today, it is related for all of you, those who are here. Why? Look at the chat box. Most of you have had experience like negative impact from COVID-19 pandemic. And also some of you have had experience to work from home. And am I right to say that working from home, it is very challenging, especially in order to become productive, or in order to become really focused, in order to become more and more successful? Am I right? If you are agreeing with me, type 2 in the chat box. Just type 2, that working from home, sometimes it's challenging for the people to stay focused. If you are agree with me, you can type 2. If you are not agree with me, you can type 3. Type 3. Okay. Okay, good. Very good. I got a lot of 2, but also some 3. Yeah, because everybody got different mindset, different things, different beliefs, right? Okay, excellent. Fine. So I got the point how I need to talk to you during today's leadership series. So before I start, all of you, please switch on your camera. Yeah, please switch on your camera and give a good smile on screen for our admin to mark your attendance, and so that within 2 to 4 weeks time, our admin can prepare your certificate and send to your email accordingly. So 3 to 1, all of you, give a good smile on screen. Page number 1, page number 2, page number 3. Okay, page number 4, hello, hello. Page number 5, thank you so much. Page number 6 and page number 7. Anu, from your device, I hope you already have marked your attendance, right? Okay, good, excellent. So let's start our lesson. I mean, not lesson, actually, discussion about today's topic. Let's share the screen. So as all of you can see from my screen, the topic for today, it's all about virtual leadership in the post-pandemic world. Now, I have taken only, yeah, next slide, please. I have taken only few topics, but inside of all those few topics, we have a lot of things to understand in order to improve our ability to become a leader by using virtual things. Maria, you follow? Fine. First of all, we need to understand what is virtual leadership from slide number 3. Miss Anu, let's go on. I think for last 2 years, when I was talking about leadership, I used to talk about leadership from face-to-face point of view. Irene, am I right? Face-to-face, but today's topic is different. It's all about leading people by using, like different tools from internet and computer. You follow? So virtual leadership meaning to say when you are going to lead a group of people for your organization without meeting face to face. And I truly believe if you give me 20 people to manage face to face, I can manage them. I'll not face any problem at all to manage 20 staff under my leadership. On the other hand, if you give me 20 staff to manage by using online things, yes, it would be challenging for me. Why? Because my staff, my team members cannot see me face to face, cannot feel my work, cannot see my real approach for them. Lauren, you follow? There is a gap between me and my online team members. But if you think about leadership in 2025, I'm talking about after the pandemic time, still got a lot of organization, managing their managing their office virtually, managing their team virtually, managing their staff virtually, managing their sales operation virtually, managing their marketing operation virtually. You follow? So we must have to have some skills, some knowledge about this new term, which is called virtual leadership. So what is the definition? Definition is very straightforward. It's all about leading and managing a group of people for an organization by using online tools and platforms rather than in person. So leaders in virtual environment, what they are using technology of communication. It can be the Zoom, it can be any social media platforms, it can be any media of communication. And what actually the virtual leader is doing, they set goals and guide their team members, even when everyone is working from the different locations from different countries of the world. And also today, those who are here in my session, it is also one kind of virtual leadership, right? I cannot see you face to face. I'm using just a technology to communicate with all of you about my topic, right? Next slide, please, Anu. So virtual leadership, it's not that new for our generation. John, understand? If you study about the origin of virtual leadership, it started in the late 1990s when we have the era of internet, and the era of technology becomes quite famous or quite common in all over the world. But the most impactful part is that since COVID-19 pandemic, when many businesses had to adapt to remote work quickly, right? Remember, during the COVID-19 pandemic, some of you lost your job. Some of you just now informed in the chat box that you got a lot of negative things, negative impact in your professional life because of what? Because of just a quick change, right? Rapid change. So when there is a shift made from face-to-face to virtual leadership, it becomes an important skill for managing team effectively in a digital world. Understand? Now, Anu, we need to stop sharing my screen because now I would like to talk with all of you about the psychology of staff when they are being managed virtually. Okay, for example, if you are managing a group of people by using virtual things like communication tools, most of your staff will feel very relaxed. Well, understand? They will not feel exactly that they are working. Understand? And that's the true story. Your staff will start to take the things for granted. They will forget that, yeah, though I'm working from home, though I'm not working in front of my supervisor and manager, so I can do whatever I want to do during my working time. So, as a virtual leader, you must have some important tricks and technique to manage your team virtually. What are the things? Number one, all of you, please pay attention. You have to ensure 100% discipline and in your virtual team members. You understand, all of you guys? Maria, you follow 100%. You have to make sure that you explain to each and every team members before you start or before you allow them to work from home, before you hire them to manage them virtually. Tell them, if you want to really work in our organization by using the benefit of working from home, you have to give some SOP. Number one, don't come and tell me your laptop got problem. You follow? Number two, don't come and tell me today you have no internet access. Don't come to tell me that today in your area got no electricity. Don't come and tell me that today in your family got a big family function and today you cannot work. Don't come and tell me that your headphone, your headphone got problem, that's why you cannot work for the day. Understand? Remember, virtually managing team is just like managing kindergarten students for the beginning part. Joshua, understand, I'm talking about the beginning part. But when you will become good at enforcing discipline among the team members, then it will become easy for you to manage a team virtual by using the virtual leadership. Understand all of you guys? So first you need to do some housekeeping job. You follow? To let people understand what are the tools they need to be prepared to work distance, to work from distance location. So, sir, you follow? Understand? I'm working from home for last 4 years. How many years, guys? 4 years. I'm not staying with my parents. Why? Because my parents stay in, like, not in that strategic location in my country. My parents lives in a small town. You follow? Sometime in that small town, Wi-Fi is not that stable. Then what I did? 4 years back, I left my family. I took a small apartment in the big city of my country where Wi-Fi is very stable. Maria, you follow? Electricity is very stable. And even if got no electricity, I bought a device that can provide me like 12 to 14 hours, 1 to 1 4 hours electricity backup. Why? So that I will not have any problem to work from home. Understand? You follow? I bought 2 laptops. The first, the laptop that I'm using here, this is most expensive one. My one is Core i7, 12th generation. You understand? Joshua, a bit updated one. Why? Because this is my bread and butter. If I use simple laptop during my class time, sometimes I got some problem. You follow? I cannot see my student face because it's not that updated. So I invest money for this one. Now, I have no problem to work from home. You understand, all of you guys? But some people always will take the things for granted. And when you will be leading that particular group of people, you will be facing that problem, you know, no electricity, no Wi-Fi, computer problem, headset problem, electricity problem, so on and so forth. So you have to educate them what are the things they must need to prepare before they join in your team, like working from home team. Understand this part? Okay, now let's move on and talk about the next part that I have from today's topic. Now, do you know what is the purpose of virtual leadership? Okay. Slide number 5, please, Anu. So, virtual leadership will allow our leader to manage their team members effectively from any location and keep them productive or productivity high, and also ensuring the smooth operation. Manali, you follow? Example, you are from the Philippines, okay? And there are a lot of Filipino businessmen, businesswomen, they are doing business with Malaysian market. Am I right? With Singapore market, with China market, with Vietnam market. So obviously, when you are from the Philippines, managing business in Malaysia, you need someone in Malaysia to help out your business activities. Jocelyn, am I right? So when you use virtual leadership, when someone in Malaysia, in Singapore supporting your operation, what would be the best benefit? You can manage your business effectively and you can ensure like smooth operation for your business, because you cannot travel every single day, right? You cannot just travel here and there. By using digital tools for communication and project management, virtual leaders can connect with team members from different locations, from different countries, from different department, from different experienced people that can drive proper innovation for the business. Understand? You got the point? So this is the purpose, that when you have a virtual team from different countries of the world in your organization, what is happening? You are developing a sense of multicultural action, multicultural operation, right? And you can find different talent, different expert, different people from different background with different unique skills that can help you to become, that can help you and your organization to become better in the market competition. That's the purpose. Number 6, I will go for number 6. Actually, virtual leadership also promote flexibility, as it always helps an organization to offer various work arrangement that can attract the diverse talent. What I mean by this one, flexibility, those who are not working from home, I mean, those who are working at the office, they are burning their calorie every day early in the morning. They burn their calorie just to take public transport. Please correct me if I'm wrong, right? Just to take public transport and need to wait in a heavy traffic for a long time, right? They're stuck in the traffic for a long time in the morning time. They rush to their office and start their work with a tired body. Christiana, you follow? Marielle, you follow? But when you are working from home, or you are leading a group of people, those who are working from home, the actual purpose is, when they are flexible, that they need not to travel any place, they need not to waste their time, they need not to take any public transport by standing in a long queue. They can use this energy for your team, for your department, to make it even more productive. Understand, guys? You follow? And talent, you can find more talent from different locations. There are so many university students, from your country, from all over the world. They are working for different companies in Australia, in United States of America. So what all those companies from Australia, from New Zealand, from UK, from United States of America they are having young talent to work for their company, and they are becoming more and more benefited at the first place. You see? So with the right technology, virtual leaders can streamline their workflow and maintain efficiency. I'm talking about productivity and becoming more and more successful. That helps that particular organization to stay resilient and adapt to the changes. That's the purpose of virtual leadership. Now, the next one from slide number 7, we need to know what kind of skills we should have to generate, we should have to have in order to become good at virtual leadership. The first one, look at the keyword that I put in the left part of my slide. Be a change agent to others. As I have told you earlier, that there are huge differences managing people face-to-face, leading people face-to-face, and leading people virtually, right? Huge differences. So in order to adjust in that particular difference, we need to change. We have to be good at to become a change agent to others. You follow? Before I'm going to manage a group of people virtually, I need to change a lot of things from my mind, from my character, from my attitude. What kind of things? Look at this one. So working from home remotely and not having interaction with your team is an alarming situation for a business. You know, the first thing that we need to change, that we need to always keep in touch with our virtual team members. If you never ask question, if you never check, if you never monitor, if you never, do proactive activities among your virtual team members, you will find that everybody is working, but there is no result. I repeat, if you never change those simple basic things, you will find that in your virtual team, everybody is working, but there is no result. Mr. Orland Ray, you follow? So first you need to communicate, you need to change. Maybe you don't like to talk to people, you don't like to communicate with your people all the time. But when it is all about virtual leadership, you need to change this habit as quick as possible. Remember, when you have the demand to run business virtually, a leader first needs to accept the change, then to become a change agent. First of all, I need to change, you need to change. We need to understand that leading people face-to-face, leading people virtually is not the same. So what kind of change? Anu, let's move on to slide number 8. Look at this one. Change number 1. You have to be persistent type of leader. What I mean by this one? Remember the topic, change. You have to change and to become an agent to change, right? Be a change agent to others. So we need to inspire and support our team in order to welcome change in a positive way. So as a leader, we should be persistent, patient, humble, knowledgeable, and the most powerful thing is relation developer. Lobini, you follow? Only I would say only the most powerful component of virtual leadership, if you can be humble, if you can be patient, and if you can be relation developer, you can really change your people mindset. You can really change the way people will be working from the home under your leadership. Daniel, you follow? So now the question is how you can be good at relation developer. I need to stop sharing my screen. Anu, you also need to stop sharing the screen. Then let's say hello to everyone, because I can see now the number is 210 and 104. All of you, please switch on your camera and let us mark your attendance one more time. Page number 1, yeah, please do me a favor to mark your attendance again so that no one will, you will not miss your certificate from your station. Okay, page number 2, give a good smile. Page number 3, page number 4, page number 5, page number 6, page number 7, page number 8, and page number 9. Okay, good. So we have marked your attendance for now. Now, all of you, please pay attention. You have to be good at, I'm talking about the last, like the relation developer. Remember, your people, your staff will not work for you if they feel nothing about you. So, sir, you follow? Example, you are a leader, you are my leader. I'm working under you in online, and you never create any bonding with me. You never ask me, is there any problem? Is there any difficulties? You never check with me how I am working from home. You never check with me how is my family members, You never check with me, is there any difficulties about my job? Do you know what will be happening? Yeah, I'll be working under you just to get my salary, that's all. I'll feel nothing. I'll have no respect for you at the first place because I never see you in person in my life. Understand? I never feel your warmth. I never have the opportunity to handshake with you in my life. So how I will work for you by giving my 100% effort when you have no relationship with me in professional point of view. Understand, all of you guys? So what you need to do, number one, to become a successful virtual leader, every single day, you need to spend some time with your team members. It can be a Zoom meeting, right? Zoom meeting. It can be a quick video conference, but most of the time it might be Zoom video conference. Really follow what I mean? Now, when you will be doing briefing, that is called briefing, like morning briefing, afternoon briefing, evening briefing. During the briefing time, this is an opportunity for you to develop a relationship among your team members. Okay? You have to make sure that all of your team members during the meeting time, they keep their camera on. You follow? They cannot switch off their camera. Tell them, if you cannot switch off your camera, yeah, you can leave. I don't want to talk to you. Be firm, be firm. So when everybody will keep their camera on, you can look at them, right? Pen, you can look at them. You can look at their eyes. You can make some fun. You can ask them some question. You can read their body language. You can read their mindset, and that can help you to build a relationship or to build bonding among your virtual team members. Understand, all of you guys? You have to set some rules. When, some of you have something important at work, you can do it. You can switch off your camera. I don't mind. You follow? You have to maintain some standard. What is the standard? Some common rules. Everybody during the working time, you have to make sure your camera is on. Some of your staff will give you this problem, they don't want to switch on their camera. They will tell you 1,000 different reasons why they cannot switch on their camera, but cannot take just 5 seconds to click on the video to on their video. Didn't you follow? Don't listen to that 100,000 excuses not to switch on their camera. Just tell them it is part of your job to make sure your camera is on when I am talking to you. You follow? Understand? That can help you to be connected with your team members virtually, and that can help you a sense of relationship among your team members. Anu, we will move to slide number 9 and see how we can be a change agent to others. We can follow some straightforward, SOP or tricks or technique. We need to know that exactly what are the things we need to change. You follow? You are a virtual leader. You are a virtual leader. Before you are going to lead a team virtually, you have to sit with pen and paper and list down what you really want from your team. May understand? Lauren, understand? If you do not have clear idea what you are looking for from your team, you cannot be an agent, change agent to others. You cannot change me. I cannot change you, right? Next one, reflect on change in your life, then influence others. You as a leader, you have to be disciplined. Now, again, I would like to repeat the 3 important keywords in leadership. Lead, discipline, and bonding. Understand? Lead, discipline, and bonding. You are a leader and you are leading a group of people. You must have to do your job from the front. Example, I'm a trainer, I'm a teacher. And if I'm going to train a new a new group of trainers, first of all, I need to know how to teach. Gino, am I right? Jin and you? If I do not know how to teach, how I will tell my new trainer to become a good teacher? You follow? That is called lead. So when I can lead from the front, hey, guys, come and see how I teach. You sit in my class and see how I am teaching. You can get some ideas that you can use in your class to implement. That is called lead. Number two, discipline. When I'll be leading people, I have to be 100% disciplined in my part. When I say yes, it must be yes. When I say no, it must be no. When I'll say tomorrow 11 a.m. there is a meeting, I cannot simply forget about my meeting. So 11 a.m. it must be at 11 a.m. You follow? So when I'll be disciplined, all of my virtual team members, they also will be disciplined. They will never be late in the meeting because they know our leader is very strict in terms of lateness, in terms of punctuality. I have said that tomorrow 11 a.m. there is a meeting. I myself got late for 10 minutes. Very well, what you will be doing next time? If I call you a meeting at 2 p.m., you will be joining in the meeting at 2:15 p.m. Why? Because you realize that my leader got no discipline. So I also can be late. Understand, all of my friends, what I'm trying to mean? Be disciplined if you want to be an agent to change others. That's the key, nothing else. If you want to change your virtual team members, you just be disciplined and you improve your activities with full of discipline, right? Then set your motive. What is your motive? Different leaders got different motive. Motive meaning to say mood of action. Example, let me pick up like Carmina. Hello, Carmina. You are having late or early dinner. Yeah, enjoy your dinner. For example, your motive is I'll be managing 10 people online, and my motive is within 1 month, I will make 10 of them 10 times stronger than today for selling my product in online. Understand, Carmina, what I mean? So you have to set that kind of motive before you are going to manage people online. You follow? And motive meaning to say you have to educate yourself. I know 10 of my staff working from home, they already become a bit lazy. They already become a bit, like comfort zone lover. So what I need to do, I need to always push them to become more active, to become more proactive, right? And understand and inspect the environment, situation, and strategy that you want. Remember yesterday night, I was talking about culture-based leadership. Am I right? From my students from yesterday night class, can you guys raise your digital hand? How many of you are from my last night class here in my class today? Can you guys raise your digital hand? Remember yesterday night, I talked about culture-based leadership, right? Okay, I can see some of you guys are here, right? Good. So same thing. For virtual leadership skill, you have to develop culture-based leadership. Your situation, inspect the environment, put some value, value, remember? Ethics, so on and so forth. Have the ability to make the right decision at the right time. If you want to become an agent to change other people from your team, for your team members, you must have to make the right decision at the right place. Only then you can change, and also you can be the part of your team members' change. Reha, understand? You follow? Good, excellent. The next one, knowledge about your business and actual policy. Remember, leading virtually every day when you will talk to your team members, you have to remind them about your business policy. Omra, understand? Omra, you need to remind them your mission, your vision, your objectives. And also, what do you need to do? You need to have the right product knowledge and service knowledge to share with your virtual team members accordingly. You have to be very, very passionate towards your objectives. Remember, it's not that easy to make your virtual team members to become productive. You cannot simply terminate them. You follow? If you terminate people, it doesn't mean that the next person who will replace that person, he cannot be better than that particular staff. That there is no guarantee like that. You follow? So leadership always tell us that terminate people from work is not permanent solution. What is the permanent solution? Make people better. Let them understand what is your objectives. You follow? Let them to follow the strategy that you have implemented at your workplace at the first place. Understand? Good, excellent. Now, make your big ideas manageable into certain amount. Remember, you cannot push, you cannot throw whatever they need to do on their face. As it is virtual, some of them act like blur. What is the meaning of blur? No idea. You follow? No idea what they are doing. Tria, you follow? T-R-I-A, the first name. Tria, you follow? Some of your team members, if you manage them virtually, they have no idea what they are doing. Why? Because they just work. They just work without understanding why they're working. Sandy, you follow? Sandy boy? Fine. And remember, change is easy to desire, but difficult to implement. You as a leader must have to believe this one. Everybody wants to change a lot of things from his or her life, right? And at the end of the day, you realize that it is difficult to implement, right? Challenging to implement. So the summary of this particular skill, be a change agent to others. What you need to do, you as a leader, you have to be an influential leader. What is the meaning of influential leader? You must have to create influence. You follow? Inspire people that it can be done. Okay? Only then you will feel that your people from even the virtual things, they will understand what they need to do at the first place. Next one, please. Anu, slide number 11. We have something big is coming, right? We have to have proactive behavior and performance. Remember, some leaders can be reactive than proactive. Understand, guys? Do you know what is the difference between reactive and proactiveness? Now, let's stop sharing the screen again and let's talk about the difference between reactive nature and proactive nature from virtual leadership point of view. If as a leader, if I have low EQ, all of you pay attention, because I really like to talk about leadership. And when I talk about this leadership topic, I always go in the deepest part of the topic. And if you never pay more attention, some of the part you will not understand. You follow, guys? You follow? So please be more proactive. Now, if as a leader you have low EQ, what is the meaning of low EQ? You simply cannot control your emotion. You know the definition of leader? Leader is like a hero. You follow? Leader is like an artist. Leader is like a musician, creating music. Creating what? Music. Now, if you cannot control your ego or emotion, and your people, your staff making mistake, and you are becoming angry, you are not a leader, you are a manager. You can go back to your grandfather period, grandfather time. Understand? Because our grandfather time, there was no leader. Emily, understand? Your grandfather time at the workplace, there were all managers, and managers. You follow? But leader always will have like strong emotional quotient. Yeah, it's very common that your people will make mistake, right? And some of your staff will repeat the same mistake one after another. So what would be the best solution for your virtual team? Don't be reactive. Take care of your emotion. Don't react. Be proactive. Understand? Be proactive. What is the meaning of being proactive? You stay focused. You stay focused and find out what is the actual problem. Why my staff, why this particular staff making the same mistake one after another. Understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? And then you need to solve it without becoming reactive. Understand? I'll be sharing one case studies. Previously, I was working with one of our team members. And my team, I'm not going to use the name, right? So that particular team member always forgot to maintain the time. Irene, you follow? Maintain the time. For example, meeting is at 5 p.m. Someone needs to remind that team member why you are not joining in the meeting. You follow what I mean? Then this team member come and join. And one beautiful day, I asked that team member, hey, why we need to remind you to join in the meeting? Do you know what that team member said? Said, I'm not sure about the time difference between my country and Singapore time. Understand the simple problem? My team member thought it is like 2 hours, 30 minutes different ahead than Singapore. Actually, it's not 2 hours 30. It was only 2 hours ahead than Singapore. I was proactive to find out. I searched in internet and find out that no, you are wrong. You always think that it is 2.5 hours. No, it's not 2.5 hours. It is 2 hours only. And do you know what I said to my team member? I said, you put in your mobile phone, not your local time. You put Singapore time. Understand, Sosa, what I mean? Because you are working for Singapore company. Why you need to follow your local timing? So when she put her time, like Singapore time zone, my team member from that day never got late for any meeting, anything. John, understand the problem? That is called proactive. Your staff can be full of low IQ. That is why you are leader to help them to improve their IQ. Am I right? That is your duty to help them. That's why you are holding leadership position. So my friendly advice for all of you, if you be reactive, there will be always a problem. Your team members will never follow your instruction with respect. But when you will be proactive, your team member will respect you and they will follow your instruction one by one, step by step. Should I make myself clear to you about reactive and proactive? Which one is the best policy? Being proactive. You focused and use your IQ to find out what is the solution of that particular problem from a particular staff. Understand? You follow? Yes, good. The next one, please. Anu, let's go for the same slide number 11. When working with a remote team virtually, a leader must show proactivity. So what is proactivity? You know, you have to be very careful about each and every step given by your staff, right? We must have to do multiple tasks such as managing different files, duty analysis, communication at the different level with different categories of our employees. So when we communicate, after having a successful communication, we can really figure out what would be the problem. I mean, what is the problem or what would be the next problem for our job, right? Next one, please, slide number 12. Proactive behavior and performance. Now, as we are talking about two important keywords, proactiveness and performance, look at this one. So our proactive behavior means that we are in, I'm sorry for two in, there would be one in only, charge of yourself. You can take control of yourself knowing about the upcoming future challenges. That is called proactive behavior and performance. What I mean by understanding the future challenges, a smart leader always will prepare not only plan A. You follow? Smart leader always will be ready with plan B, plan C, plan D. Upendra, you follow? Mr. Upendra? Okay, good. Example, you are leading a virtual team, okay? And you notice that you have 10 members. Out of 10, 2 of your members, their attitude is just like about to resign. You follow? You easily it can understand, you know, Joshua, when you will become a leader, when you see their approach, body language, mood of action, the way they talk, the way they move, easily you can understand who will be resigning, who will resign from the job within 1 month. You cannot just keep quiet about this problem. If you notice that someone like supervisor level, you know, managerial level, senior staff will resign, you have to make sure in your pipeline, you got some other staff standby to take over the supervisor position. Understand what I'm trying to mean? You follow? So if you have 10 staff, out of 10 staff, you have to train at least 1 or 2 staff how they can become a supervisor when you need them to become a supervisor. You follow? Inspire them. Tell them, my plan with you to see you as supervisor within next 3 months, within next 6 months. So I'll train you. I'll tell you time to time what to do, what to learn, and I hope you will learn to become an effective supervisor. You follow what I mean? So if anybody out of sudden resign, your virtual team will not have any negative impact. You can simply place the position with the staff who are ready to take the challenge of supervisor position. Understand, all of you guys? That is called proactive behavior and performance. A leader needs to show proactive behavior while working with team virtually by checking their ego at their door. Again, the thing that I'm going to share, you as a leader, you have to take care of your emotional quotient. You follow? You cannot really control everything of human character. That's the reality. You follow? That's the reality. No matter how good you are, some stuff will not listen to you. So when you notice that kind of things, that kind of negative approach, please take care of your emotion. No need to take it personally. Just let it be. Your duty is to keep the momentum up. You follow? Never let your staff destroy your momentum, destroy your motivation. Mary, understand? Mary, pen, understand? Pen, P-A-N, pen, with nice here brand. Okay, good, excellent, fine. Next one, please. We are going to talk about a small circle of concern about proactive behavior and performance. You know, this is something important, something very meaningful that every virtual leader follow from today onwards. Remember, we really cannot control everything as a leader. You follow? We cannot control human emotion. Yes. We cannot control human ego. We cannot control human family problem. Right? We cannot control our staff family problem. Right? We cannot control weather. You know, for example, today it is heavy raining. You know, when it is raining, sometimes people become lazy, right? People become lazy. They don't want to go to work. They don't want to work because it is raining. Some of them will try to give excuse to you that, sir, it's heavy raining. I really cannot come to work. Konika, you follow? Then you need to use this proactive behavior. For example, the change of weather is not under your control, but by shifting your paradigm. What is the meaning of paradigm? Your mood, your examples, your responsibility, and not being reactive, you can enjoy that unfavorable weather to work. Understand? It is very hot. For example, correct. I can see some messages in the chat box. Fine. Okay. I think I have a question about, sir, come again with active and proactive. Okay, proactiveness, you can focus on this particular slide, you will be understand, you know, proactiveness. So when we cannot control some factors being a leader, what we can do, we can be proactive enough to absorb. Danilo, you follow? To absorb, to welcome all those unfavorable, unexpected things. You understand, all of you guys? Example, any staff anytime can resign from your work. You cannot control that particular part. Diana, you follow? Diana, you follow? Your staff can resign. Even without informing you, they can resign. Then what do you need to do? Yeah, you are unhappy because why? One of your staff got resigned. It's okay, one. That is called small circle of concern. What do you need to do? You need to find another replacement for the staff and move forward. You cannot stop your flow of action because of all those unfavorable weather by becoming very, very proactive. Understand? Proactiveness. The next one, proactive behavior and performance. Look at the next one, slide number 14, a large circle of control. What does it mean? Look at the last paragraph. These are the basic things that you can achieve by your control, like your behavior, you know, by your mode of action and effective planning. Okay, the small circle and the large circle of control. Large circle, it means that it will help you to become or to have some positive behavior in your character that can help you to perform well in your workplace. Rachel, you follow? Example, for example, you know, you feel that because of some of your personal problem, personal difficulties, you really cannot control your behavior to work properly. So what you need to do, you need to change this factor. You need to stop this kind of things in your personal life, because at the end of the day, you have to be very proactive. You have to be very, very, like performance type, performance oriented leader all the time. So when you have this particular skill as a virtual leader, you will never face any difficulties to keep your momentum up all the time. Okay, the next one. You have to be a good motivator as a virtual leader. Okay, now we need to stop sharing our screen for a while. Anu, could you please stop sharing the screen? And guys, hello guys, all of you are here, right? Can all of you wave your hand? Wave your hand if you're still here now. Okay, I still remember. Oh, Raju is there, right? Hello, Raju. Okay, good, excellent. Anna is there, and also some of you are Bilal, right? Okay, lower your digital hand. Okay, you can lower your digital hand. Now, what we stop sharing the screen for a while. I remember in the very beginning of today's session, some of you said that working from home a bit difficult. Remember, some of you said too. Now, I would like to talk with some of you why that time you have had that problem or that feelings that working from home a bit challenging. Anyone would like to share something? You can raise your digital hand. I'll let you unmute and you can share your real experience for your other friends, why you feel that working from home was difficult for me for the time being. Anyone? Come on. You can raise your digital hand. Okay, from this device, anyone? Okay, hello. Sanilio, right? I remember your name from my last BizTalk or Monday Motivational Madness. You were so excited. Is it that girl? Like, you were acting like that. Okay, continue, please.
It's difficult because I think when your client is came from the Western country,
okay,
in the Philippines, maybe your time need to adjust. Like you need to gain night here and there is like morning, like the time only.
Okay, so you feel some stress because of the time differences, right? Sometimes you cannot convince your client because you are from the Philippines, but your client in the United States of America, actually in the other part of the world, and it creates a difficult scenario for your work, and that's why you feel that it was difficult and challenging for you. Good point. Anyone got any other option from this device? Okay, I can see the second participant, Diana. Hello, Diana.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, there's a lot of distraction, especially when you are when you have kids at home, and you are isolated. Like you have to stop every people around you to come and disturb you.
Yes, it's true. Very true. I have two kids, My second one only 3 months old, so he doesn't give me any problem. But my 2.5 years old, this Spider-Man, because he claims himself he's a Spider-Man, all the way he will be noisy, making sound, playing here and there. Yeah, it is a bit destructive for me. But what I am doing during my work time, I lock my door, he cannot come inside of my room. Yeah, it is a destructive. Yeah, sometimes I feel this one. Diana, thank you so much for bringing the same problem that I am facing also when I'm working from home. Jenny, from your side, why you feel that working from home a bit difficult?
For my experience, sir, because I was online business on jewelry. So when it comes, somebody will order from me from Philippines because I was here in Jordan. So I need to, especially the time, because we have 5 hours time gap from Philippines from here to Jordan. So every time there is an order from me from Philippines, so I need to wake up early for for to tell the supplier what are their orders for me. And then I need to send someone like my niece to check all the uh to check the order if it is good or not. So if it is case, I can talk to my supplier to check the quality of those things.
Okay, thank you so much, Jenny. Your point also the same as one of my trainees last time. Time differences, that's why there will be some changes in your regular activities. Instead of getting up like at 9 or 9:30, 8 or 8:30, you need to get up around 5, 4, 4:30, and it also gives some problem for your entire daily activities. So this device, please wait for a while. I have another participant waiting for device number 2. I'll talk with her. Mary Ann, give us the reason why you feel working from home is difficult for you.
Sir, example for me, sir, because I'm cooking some the online foods also before, because every day I want to I'm cooking and then I need to uh dispose in any house. It's very difficult for me, and then I'm thinking also because it's the time of that I cannot give to one by one. It's a very not allowed, just like that, sir.
Okay, very good. So you feel that when you're working from home, you need to involve in multitasking, managing your job responsibilities, and also sometimes you need to be the part of your family activities. So that's why when you combine two things together, it becomes a challenge for you in total to manage. Good point. And also the next participant from this device, Tria, T-R-I-A. I'll just call the first part, okay? Unmute your microphone. Why you feel, what kind of difficulties you experienced while working from home?
Okay, hi sir. So
Hello.
hello, hi. So for me, it's usually working from home can be tough for many reasons. Like home can be full of distraction from family member to household chores, and also without a tradition or at office schedule, it's easy to fall into a bad habit like procrastination, and also missing out on social interaction and human connection can be tough, and by require this discipline structure and boundaries by setting clear goal, creating a dedication workspace, and establishing a routine, we can make
Yeah,
working from home a success. Yeah, thank you.
correct. You are absolutely right. Because working from, yeah, some of you already said the same in the chat box that Tria just now said. I need to address some of the things. Okay, good, excellent. So working from home, a lot of distraction, visitor neighbors and kids, a sudden power outage, sir. Okay, working from network not growing. Yeah, that's the point, you know. When you working from home, every day you will be sitting in the same area, no changes in your activities, you know, just work, go to bed, go for washroom, eat, come, work, sleep. That's all, right? Your life becomes small, and you know that's why many people started to feel boring while working from home. That is a good point that I can see from you guys. The last participant will talk about, uh, correct, talk about the difficulties. Reha, R-H-E-A. Unmute your microphone. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good
Ria,
afternoon.
Ria, sir.
Ria, okay,
I
fine.
think
Ria.
for me, it's communication challenges. Yeah, because remote communication often relies on like email, chat, or video calls, which can lead to misunderstanding or delay.
Correct. it is really difficult to establish an open communication among your colleagues because it's all about virtual things, right? And sometimes misunderstanding, communication gap, that kind of things. Okay, very good. By the way, I can call you how? Ria.
Ria.
Yes, fine. I'll mute your microphone. Now, see, a lot of difficulties, especially the last topic that I was talking from this device, that working from people, they need motivation to work. Why? Because they have like the sense of isolation. You follow? And one more thing that you all need to understand. Some of your staff will feel insecure about the job as it is all about working from home. Understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? They may feel that anytime I can be out of this job. Diana, you follow? And that's why we as a virtual leader, we have to be good at this part that I'm going to share from my screen right away. Anu, could you please go to our slide number 50? Look at this one. We need to be good at motivating our team. We need to be very honest. The best way of motivating the virtual team, it's all about becoming very, very honest. Maribel, you follow? Don't give any false hopes. No need to give any false hopes among your virtual team members. You follow? It's better to tell the truth before you go to the next chapter to motivate them. Right? You follow? Yeah, good. So remember, if you act like a boss, the bossy behavior, you are managing me online and every time you talk like a boss and I feel nothing from you, I'll be demotivated. I'll never trust you and I'll not feel good to work remotely. Understand? So bossy behavior cannot work for virtual leadership. Remember, good virtual leadership can be earned by, number one, you need to present an inspiring vision and objective to your team members, those who are working from home or remotely. What is it? Inspiring vision. What is the meaning of inspiring vision? You as a virtual leader, you have to show the result. Understand? For example, you are managing people selling product online. You also have to sell product online. Understand? And you have to show the record. Hey guys, I'm your leader. Look at my result. Last month, I closed around 150 orders. Look at the record. Look at the list. You follow, look at the track record. Show them. Show them. Share screens, share your screen, send them screenshot, send them the record. You follow? And tell them, I don't want that you also need to close 150 orders. I know you cannot be in my level in first month. You follow? Be transparent, be honest. I don't want that you close 150 order from tomorrow. Then you tell them the KPI. You follow? Maybe 50 orders, 60 orders, 70 orders. Tell them, if I can make it, you also can make it. Do you know the reason why? Because I'm here to help you. If you need any advice, feel free to look for me. Feel free to call me. Feel free to message me. Anytime I am available to help you. That's why I am your leader. Understand that is called inspiring vision that can be achieved by everyone. Remember, motivation comes from strong bonding between team and your management system. You follow? Bonding must be there. You have to do something for your team members so that before your team members will do something stupid, they will think twice. Understand? They will feel, if I do that kind of things, what my leader will feel, because I have a strong bonding with my leader already. Understand what I'm trying to mean, my friends? That is called the strong bonding between you and your staff. Understand? You follow? if you can do it, for example, I have a strong bonding with my leader. To be very honest, I have a very, very strong bonding with our CEO, Mr. Benson Ma. So before I think that I need to apply for a leave for this particular part, I'll think twice. You follow what I mean? I'll think twice. Can I change it not to in my working day, but during my weekend time, I can cover it? Why? Because when there is a bonding, your team member will not give you difficult times. Understand? Your team member will not do anything that can have or that can be a problem. It can be a small problem. It can be medium problem. It can be the big problem. Understand, all of you guys? It comes from where? When you are good at bonding. How you can create bonding? You have to take care of your virtual team members. How? No need to buy coffee, you know. Buying coffee will not help you to create bonding. Bonding comes from care, you know, C-A-R-E. You must have to take care of your team. You follow? You must have to support your team. You must have to stand beside your team when team needs your support. Understand? I remember when I became father of my first baby, you know, sometime my leader simply asked me a message in my WhatsApp. Hey, Faisal, how is your wife? Is everything okay with her pregnancy? It is not the job of my leader. Am I right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Hey, am I right? It doesn't part of my leader job to ask me how is my wife and is everything okay with the pregnancy or not. I was very touched, you know. I feel that my leader, she really care about me. Understand? And that's why maybe I have a strong bonding with my leader. You follow? So when you have that kind of attitude, that kind of behavior for your team members, when you are managing them virtually, there will be a strong bonding. They will not do the things that can be a challenge or difficult for you. Okay. Next one, please. Number 16, motivate to the team, listen to the view of employees, and also you need to, you know, appreciate their work and their hard work for your team, right? And the last but not the least, empowering your employees. Do you know what is the meaning of empowering? Empowering meaning to say, always do something for your team to become better, to make them better, not only by doing their job, but also do something for them to earn more money. Anu, am I right? Empowering. So when you will have more income for the job, you will respect this job so much. IRA, am I right? IRA, when you are getting more financial benefits, you will be more humble, more and more dedicated for this job. That is called empowering the employees, you know, help them to improve their skills, arrange training for them, you know, training always motivate your staff. Understand? If you think about all the successful organizations, think about Microsoft. You know, Microsoft spent billions of dollars in order to arrange sales training for the sales team of Microsoft. You know American Express, right? I'm sure most of you know American Express, right? American Express, it has insurance department, and insurance department spends millions of dollars every single year for their insurance sales staff to motivate them to do their job properly. Understand? Everybody likes McDonald's product, right? KFC product. They spend more money for arranging training and empowering their staff, managers, supervisors, country managers in order to make this operation even more better all the time. Understand? Motivating team, it is your bread and butter by a virtual leader. Okay, move on to slide number 17. It's all about synergize working. What does it mean? As a virtual leader, we have to enforce team spirit. Synergize meaning to say putting everyone together with a common goal. Understand? I think I need to stop sharing the screen for a while. Okay. So synergy meaning to say when you have team from different countries of the world, they all need to adjust something. Am I right? You follow? Because look at my class, look around. I have students from different countries of the world, right? Am I right? Jocelyn, we have students from Philippines, from Vietnam, from Myanmar, from India, from Central Asian countries, from African countries, right? From all over the world, from Malaysia, from Indonesia as well, right? And then we put our leadership class from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Singapore time. 5 p.m. maybe some of your country, it is lunch time, right? Maybe it is your lunch time. Maybe it is your very, very busy time at work. So now what is the meaning of synergy, the work? Just let people understand that we are from a different country, and when we are working from different countries, we need to adjust. You understand what I'm trying to mean? We need to just adjust. So this adjusting mindset we need to develop among our team members. Understand, all of you guys? This common understanding we need to provide from virtual leader point of view. Okay? You follow? Fine. You are from the Philippines. For example, you are working for United States of America as a freelancer. Then what you need to do, you need to adjust your timing. Maybe you need to work late night. You follow? You need to get up early in the morning. And then you will take rest in odd hour, right? Obviously, the leader from United States of America needs to educate you why you need to get up early in the morning, because we are from different time zone, right? From different location. So no choice. We need to adjust our timing, our, all those things accordingly. Understand, all of you guys? You follow? Example, most of the time I have class up to like 9 p.m. until 12 a.m. midnight. Okay, I have class. And obviously, sometimes my wife complains. I said, why you always teach that time? I cannot talk to you after the evening time. Then I told her, you pay my salary, I have no problem. I'll resign today. Well, I make some fun with her, then she will keep quiet. She will say, oh, it's okay, it's your job, I understand. You follow, sometimes we have that kind of problem when we have people and staff from different countries of the world. Understand, all of you guys? So when you are able to educate your staff why they need to work in different time zone, in different hours, even in your country, it is not your working hour. That is called the things that I am sharing with all of you. Anu, let's move on to slide number 17. It is called synergize working. Working together in a team means developing a healthy environment among your team members that develop and sustain your progressive, your improving, your developing skills for your business, for your organization. You follow? In order to achieve the specific goals from your business, you need specific result. Remember, in business alone, we cannot achieve much. You got to believe this part, you know. Every team members who will be working from different corner of the world, you have to put it in your mind, he or she is important for my overall result. I repeat, maybe you have a staff from the eastern part of the world working from home. You cannot put him aside. You cannot brush him aside. You have to put in your mind that this man from eastern part of the world also part of my team. He is important for my team. I need to take care of him. I need to take care of his skills development. I need to take care of him to understand the culture of our organization. You understand what I'm trying to mean? And it comes from the spirit of a real virtual leader. Understand? And if you always look down other people, I'm sorry, you cannot be an effective leader from virtual leadership point of view. We will be moving to slide number 18, Anu. We have to be good at appreciate the contribution of other people. And it is important for both face-to-face leadership or e-leadership or virtual leadership. You know, people working in your team, not just for money. Always remember this common philosophy. At the end of the day, people need some self-satisfaction. Tria, understand? You know the meaning of self-satisfaction? When you are working very hard, you are receiving salary and your management, your leader always appreciate your hard work, you will be very, very focused at your job. Understand? He or she will never think negative about you because you appreciate your staff contribution. As a leader, you know, you have to be ready to say, good job, I'm proud of you. If your staff really do their job properly. But be careful, you know, in your team, there will be some actor and actress. They deserve Oscar because of acting, like working very hard. Understand? Okay. Acting very hard, very, very hard. Don't appreciate to the wrong person. Maribel, you follow? Be careful about the actor and actress at your work. Drama, yeah, the right word that I can see from the chat box, drama, you know, dramatic stuff. Don't appreciate all those dramatic stuff. Appreciate the real hardworking stuff. Understand what you can do as you are leading virtually? You can call a small meeting. You know, you can arrange an informal meeting. During the meeting time, you call the staff who got outstanding performance for the last 3 months. Tell them, though as it is online, I cannot handshake with you. I cannot give you a friendly hug, but accept my handshake, accept my virtual hug and big round of applause from all of us as a token of appreciation for your hard work and dedication for our work. Very simple. It cost $0. Understand? No money. Just 5 minutes appreciating or appreciate your people who are working very hard for your team. Understand? Do you know what would be happening if you appreciate the real hardworking staff? Some of your staff will be motivated that next month, I want to be the part of this appreciation session. Understand? Gino, Z-I-N-N-U. I also want to hear that kind of words from my leader. Yes, it's possible when you put everyone together equally without making any differences, by becoming very transparent, very honest while managing your team by following the right team spirit. Should I make myself clear to you guys? Is it clear enough? Give me a thumbs up if you understand what I'm talking about. Am I sounds like very difficult? I'm not, I'm sure I'm not, right? Okay, good. And we have 330 people here in my today's leadership from different countries of the world. I hope I'm not wasting your time. And I also hope that you will not waste my time. It's not that easy for me to come and talk with you about some heavy topic like leadership. Understand, it takes a lot of study, a lot of research, a lot of preparation to come and talk in front of you. So when I'm talking, take something away from the words and use it, those who are working in managerial position. You can use it at your workplace, or you can keep it as a form of your skills to implement next time. Understand? So appreciate your staff and support your staff that can really, really enhance the real team spirit for your virtual team. Now, the next one, yeah, I can see some of you got late, no problem. Next one. The most challenging part to communicate effectively in order to put everyone together for managing your virtual team. So what we need to do, look at this part. Disagreement among the team members leads to misunderstand and misinterpret among them. So all the team members need a well-verbal communication environment in order to flourish and boast themselves. What does it mean? I'll be sharing one important skill for all of you. All of you, please switch on your camera and look at me. Lack of communication, how you can destroy this part. Example, just now, you have a meeting with your virtual team members in the Zoom, and you spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes in order to explain some of the new changes in your team. Don't just stop after the meeting. What you need to do as a smart virtual leader, you need to write down the summary of the meeting. Understand? Meeting minutes. Only the keywords you have to write down and send to your each and every staff. It can be in the WhatsApp group, it can be in the Telegram groups, it can be in the email, it can be any communication platform that you are using to manage virtual team. You follow what I'm trying to mean? When you are talking about misunderstanding, most of your staff will come and tell you when something goes wrong that, sir, I think this is a misunderstanding between you and me. Communication gap between you and me. Never let it happen. You follow? Virtual leader, you have to use two ways. You explain to them in the video conference. Also, you explain to them by writing clearly about the changes, about the new policy that your team members needs to follow. Understand? So when I have a meeting with our trainers, I'm talking about the new trainers. After each and every meeting, Zoom meeting, what I'll do, I'll type. You follow? You follow? Anu, I'll type. Otherwise, do you know what they will do? They will come and tell me, Sir Faisal, Mr. Faisal, you did not tell me to do this. Then I'll be in trouble. Yeah, it can happen. It can happen because of maybe the communication problem, right? Maybe internet problem. Maybe something wrong with the connection. I understand this one. But when I do it for the second time, in order to make them understand, then I can keep myself safe, right? And I can put all of my team together to complete the things accordingly. Understand? Remember, some stuff will come and tell you if anything goes wrong, that it was all about misunderstanding. But misunderstanding cost money. Am I right? Jima? Arsini? Anthony? Misinterpretation cost time. And in business, money and time, very important. Right? Money and time, very important. Once you lost money, oh my God, it will take too long time to recover the money. You know, as I'm talking about the post-pandemic world, some business still trying their best to recover their lost during the COVID-19 pandemic time. Understand? It's already becomes 4 years, but still some business struggling, especially, all the international business. Okay, so please be careful. Now, the next virtual leadership skill that we need to learn from slide number 20, how to organize plan. Planning, I'm talking about ability to plan, ability to complete mind map, ability to done mind mapping or brainstorming about the new project, about the new policy, about the new market, about the new marketing strategy. You follow? Organizing your plan. Now, if it is face-to-face, if every staff are in your office, you can plan easily. Arsili, do you follow? But when you have team members virtually from different countries of the world, you need to spend more time to come out with strategic planning. You follow? Strategic planning. So look at this one. In order to work efficiently, the first basic priority that a smart virtual leader will give, it's all about organizing a proper strategic plan for the organization. What is the basic mechanism? Is to codify. What is the meaning of CODIFY? Codify meaning to say organize, arranging your respective tasks in a well-ordered manner. You need to codify. For example, you have a virtual team, and in the virtual team, you have team members from 10 different countries of the world. So before you plan something new, you have to analyze each and every factors from 10 different countries' staff. You follow what I'm trying to mean? 10 of them got 10 different skills, knowledge, and area of specialization. So in the planning, you must have to put it in your mind, who will take care of this particular project. Maria Lee, you follow? Maria Lee. So example, I'm also your team members. So you can utilize my area of specialization if you need someone to take care of public speaking part for your business. You follow? Because I have some knowledge and I think I have some skills to manage that particular part. Understand? For example, Mr. Anthony, he is good at accounting things. So when you need someone to complete this project, to take care of accounting part, what you can do? You can activate Mr. Anthony to take care of the accounting part. If you misorganized and if you ask me to take care of the accounting part, I'm 100% sure at the end of the project, there will be a lot of money missing. Because I'm not good at, I will miscalculate, I'll mismanage all those things, you know, I cannot distribute all the things properly. That is why a virtual leader always will organize the things by strategic planning, by understanding the strength, the weaknesses of each and every virtual team members. Okay, fine. Now, next one, please. Let's move on and talk about the timetables, you know, scheduling. A lot of tasks are not of the same kind of task. Some of the work are extremely difficult to understand. On the other hand, some tasks for a virtual leader, for a virtual team, can be very easy. Am I right? Example, you know what is the most difficult part for a sales staff? Closing part. Am I right? Closing part is very, very difficult and challenging for the sales team. If you have 100 sales staff, you notice that the initial part is okay. Everybody can do sales presentation. Let me call some of your name. Maria, you follow? You have 100 staff, and you notice that 95 of their sales presentation excellent. On the other hand, you realize that when it comes to the closing part, there is not that much closing that you want from your team. Understand what I'm trying to mean? Ira? So when it is easy task, let it be easy for your team members to manage, right? When it is difficult task, you also need to understand that yes, this part of the job is difficult, challenging, time consuming. Then you need to understand. If you understand what I'm trying to mean, you cannot simply go and chase. Where is the result? Where is the result? Where is the outcome? That you also know that closing part a bit challenging. They need some time to close the order. You understand, all of you guys? So when you put the task for your team members, before you putting the task, you have to make sure which part is considered easy task and which part is considered difficult part for the team. All of you understand, guys? That's how we need to complete the work schedule, by completing a proper and effective organizational planning. The next one from slide number 22, verbal communication. Remember, when you are managing team virtually, as a leader, when you will talk, you need to speak, or you need to talk with impact. Do you know what is the meaning of impact? When you will be giving instruction to your team members, it has to be valid instruction. It has to be like with full of impact. You simply cannot just talk with your soft voice, with your, you know, like polite, not polite, actually, this is not the right way. Do not just speak for the sake of speaking. Understand, all of you guys? Virtually managing team, you have to speak with impact. What is the meaning of speaking with impact? Let me give you an example. For example, tomorrow you want to have an emergency meeting with all of your team members, those who are working virtually, like working from home. So what kind of verbal communication you should have to use? You have to use to speak with impact. How? Look at my voice. Tell them, hello guys, take note. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. sharp, we have an emergency meeting. Everybody be on time. I'll see you all tomorrow at 9 a.m. sharp. Good night. See, everything is there. You have politeness, right? You have sincerity, you have firm voice, you have, everything that you need to make your team members to understand how important the meeting is for them to be on time. Follow, Sandy Boy? Fine. Right. So it includes the convenience of your opinions as well as a presentation to other team members by the means of phone calls, video conference, or it can be any confidential discussion and the cozy chat. So verbal communication leaders must be very, very, I would say, impactful when they will talk among their virtual teams. Next one, please, non-verbal communication. Remember, when you are communicating online, you also need to use your non-verbal communication. What I mean by non-verbal communication, when you talk to them, please make sure you have open body conversation. When you talk to them in the video conference, make sure your video is on. When you talk to them, make sure you sit like you are sitting exactly in front of them personally. Understand, guys, what I'm trying to mean? You have to create an environment that they will feel, Julie, they will feel that you are not sitting far from them. They will feel that you are sitting in front of them. Joby, understand? Silva, understand? You follow? You have to create that kind of environment, culture in front of your virtual team. You follow? For example, I'm talking to you, but my camera is off in my Zoom. You will never take my thing seriously. Joby, am I right? Oh, you know how you will be sitting? Omra will be sitting like that. Look at my chair. Because my leader closed his camera, so why should I need to sit like that with full of attention? Right? Yeah, that is called, important of your non-verbal communication. Even when you are managing a virtual team, it is also an important skill for you to lead them. Now, the last skill, the best listening skills. The next one, slide number 24. Listen to others, then speak. Common philosophy. Look at our face anatomy. If you study about our face anatomy, we can find we have 2 devices to listen and only 1 device to speak. Am I right? Common sense. So for effective communication, especially both for our face-to-face and also for our virtual teams, as a leader, we have to have ability to listen. Remember, in virtual leader, especially in the post-pandemic world, we have to be good at, good at what? Good at like not to implement autocratic leadership style. You know what is the meaning of autocratic? Like you always give instruction, they will follow without changing anything. Angelita, it will not work. What you can do, you can go for democratic if you need your team to be engaged with your organization. You follow? Then if you want to implement democratic virtual leadership, you need to listen, right? What they want to say. What is their planning? Is there anything, any feedback that you can take away from them to implement for the betterment of your team performance? Why not you implement these if it is really, really helpful for your virtual team, right? Okay, excellent. We will move into the slide number 25. Look at this part. As a virtual leader, if you speak without any aim, for example, Anu, I'm your manager, okay? I'm your leader. Every time I just call you for nothing and keep asking you, keep telling you, one beautiful day, one beautiful day, you will start to feel my leader is an aimless leader, wasting my time for nothing. Am I right? Wasting our time for nothing. Don't do that when you are managing a virtual team. You follow? When you need to talk, go and talk. Speak with an impact. Speak with logic. Speak with information. You follow? Speak with information. It doesn't mean that your team working from home, you out of sudden, you call them, hello, what you are doing? What is your lunch? You know, oh my God, you are disturbing them. To be very honest. Hey, listen, and remember proactiveness. I'll tell you two most important, powerful components to become a virtual leader: proactive nature and listening skill. That can help you to become a different virtual leader from your side. Okay, very good. Now, the last two topics, I have, I think, another 9 minutes to say goodbye to all of you, right? Okay, so benefits of virtual leadership. Yes, if you think from organizational point of view, virtual team or virtual leadership can help you to have global talent. You have a business in Malaysia, but your virtual leadership can help you. Slide number 26, Anu, slide number 26, yes. You have a business in Malaysia. You have a talented team member from Australia. Understand? And it's cheaper. If you want to hire someone from Australia, someone from UK, someone from Canada, you need to pay the money for their visa, right? Airfare, accommodation, a lot of money. But virtual leadership can help you to have the access to have support from the global talent. You know, you can hire the university topper from the top universities of your country to work for your company. Right? Cost saving. This is the most benefit, you know, for business. When you can minimize the cost of your operation, ultimately what you are doing, you are generating more revenue for your business. Am I right? Am I right? So when you are good at minimizing the cost by using this concept, working from home, you no need to pay money for your office rent. You no need to pay any bill for electricity. You need not to rent any parking area. You need not to have any transportation cost, right? You need not to pay any high tax to the government. That is why during the post-COVID-19 pandemic world, you know, the virtual leadership becomes one of the most common in all over the world, you know, in order to have that kind of benefits. Yes, the next one, slide number 27, it will help the entire team to become flexible. Remember, flexible mind, flexibility to work always ensure quality of the work. You follow what I mean? Quality of the work. The human error will be minimized when working from home, and virtual leadership can do their job accordingly. Remember, during the pandemic time, you know, many business survives because they implemented virtual leadership. You follow? Remember the Grab ride-sharing apps, because of their virtual leadership, Grab focused on food delivery during the COVID-19 pandemic time and managed to survive in the market. That is called business continuity. No matter what, maybe after 5 years, there might be another pandemic. Not COVID-19, maybe COVID-30. Who knows, right? Still, if we have the right way of managing the virtual team, we can survive in our business. Okay, so all of you, the last part of today's, it is all about the challenges with virtual leadership. Look at the 3 challenges. Sometimes it's really difficult to keep engagement among the staff because different people, they never see each other. Maybe they never see you in person in their life, right? They never feel your warmth. They never feel the smell of your perfume, right? It can happen. He only can see you only the passport size of your picture during your online meeting time, right? Another difficulties, it can happen time zone differences, and sometimes, as some of you say, that feelings of isolation, right? They have insecurity about the job. But what you can do as a virtual leader, you can overcome all those challenges by enhancing open communication channel. Number 2, you have to put all of the team members from different countries of the world to understand why we are working in different time zone, right? And feeling of isolation, you also can overcome this challenge in order to ensure job security, actual leadership, actual mentorship, actual motivation for your team members. Understand, guys? So that would be the end. That would be the end for my part today. Anu, can you please go to the next slide? I do have some new student here from my yesterday night class. I want all of you to take a picture. Remember, if you have any question, anything, you can feel free to drop me an email in my email ID, email address. It is all about eih.foysal@gmail.com. If you have any question, if you need any notes, you can feel free to email me. I'll always help you to answer. I'm always try my best to help you whatever you need from my side. Okay, guys? Okay, now let me stop sharing the screen. And Anu, remember, we have 2 photos, 2 pictures about 2 new services. Can you please share the picture number 1? All of you, please wait. After a while, I will be sharing the notes of today's class. Okay. Okay, fine. All of you, ladies and gentlemen, especially the new students, okay? When you study online with our e-learning platform, we are offering another exciting option for all of you. It is called overseas studies. You can consider online American degree or master's program. You can credit transfer to the United States of America. It is affordable fees, monthly installment, and we'll be providing visa support if you need. Okay, so what you need to do is very simple. You can save this WhatsApp number if you cannot scan the QR code, because some of you are not using that, most updated mobile device. If your phone cannot scan the QR code, you can take a picture and save this WhatsApp number and communicate with one of our team members to know more about these overseas studies. Okay, fine. Anu, let's move on to the next picture. Okay, the second one, if our students need some support like remote job hiring, that you want to work from home, right? Okay, so there is a reason why I have taken this topic for tonight, virtual leadership, right? Maybe some of you need some job, you want to earn more money, some extra money. Why not you try to talk with our team members by scanning this QR code or by sending a hello message to this WhatsApp number to know more about the process of joining remote work program, right? Remote job hiring. You follow? So you can save this picture and you can see this poster in your respective Telegram and WhatsApp group. communicate with the person and get more information about these two new services. Okay, so Anu, you can stop sharing the screen. The last thing that we can do, we can share the notes of our today's class. Yeah, all of you can go to the chat box, click on the link, download the PDF that we have used for today's leadership series. So I would like to say, okay, before you leave the meeting one more time, can all of you switch on your camera one more time? Okay, page number 1, page number 2, okay, page number 3, page number 4. Okay, switch on your camera. Oops, wait, I pressed the wrong button, right? Okay. Okay, sir, can I have the link of the, yes, you already have the link in the chat box, right? So that would be the end for today's discussion. I hope to see you again when there will be another leadership series for me. And don't forget to join in Monday Motivational Madness, which will be day after tomorrow, 8 p.m. Singapore time. So till then, all of you stay fine and stay safe. And don't forget to improve your ability to become good at lead, discipline, and bonding part to become a strong leader. Remember, the world needs more leaders, not managers, you know. Managers' period is over. We need more leaders. Be a leader and be the part of overall development of your society. Okay, this is my last message for all of you. So thank you all. Have good rest. Have a great weekend ahead. Goodbye to all of you.